Welcome back to the channel. Last weekend, we went to HeritageCon in Hamilton, Ontario at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, where we did some content for the Canadian Tech Podcast. And as typical for most model shows, you can say, oh, I'm not going to get any kits, but of course I got some kits. All these at least were on my, if I got a good deal, I'll pick it up list, so that was good. Got a total of 5. Some are open, some aren't. The ones that are sealed, I'm going to leave sealed for now, but as usual, when I start to build them, we will do an in-box review on all of them. So we'll start off with the Atari 148 scale Skyhawk. This is the A4, the E, F, and G models. In the end, I've been slowly getting my collection of 148 scale modern naval stuff built up. I've got a bit of 172nd scale, and I'm deciding if I'm going to stick with 172nd scale or move up to 148. So as I've seen some kits, if they're a good deal, I'll tend to get them. I do have some higher price ones, namely, of course, the F18A from Tamiya. But again, I'm picking up some other ones just to play around with. So this one here was 15. It is sealed, builds up to be apparently a fairly good representation. One thing I did find amusing is on the side of the kit here, which covers off the decals you get, obviously a misprint. It mentions a A-26B 86 Bomber Group 12th Air Force in Italy in 1945. So obviously that was a little bit of a typo there, but you do get 4 decal schemes, including some naval ones and 3 U.S. Navy ones and an Royal Australian Navy one. So again, some good options there. So we'll put that one off to the side. And then I got this one here. This is from a company I hadn't even heard of, and I got it for $15. So in the end, it was a deal. Kang Nam, and they also work with MRC apparently. This is the F18 Hornet. I'm going to assume it's the A model. Again, 148 scale. Read some reviews that weren't very kind at all about the kit and the company. So we'll see what comes out. It looks like it's the right shape. The decals I'm not impressed with, but again, at least the shape looks right. Not a lot of part count. We'll see how it comes together. A couple of bits loose in the bag already, a couple of drop tanks, but we'll see. The decals, yeah, I'm not impressed with at all. So that will probably be, we'll get some light on that so you can see them a little bit better. That will probably be an aftermarket decal set at some point. We'll see what happens there. And technically I could also get a 148th edition of the Super Hornet. So we'll see how that works out. But again, for $15, you can't go wrong. And that, again, is from a company called Kang Nam. They're out of Korea, apparently. All right, moving on to the ground stuff. Picked up an Academy Panzer IV. This is still sealed. Got it for $20. I haven't got a Panzer IV yet in my 135th scale armor. And as I've indicated before, I'm not looking for high build counts and complex stuff like that. So if it's simple, it's fine. Academy's actually licensed their molds to Airfix this year, and Airfix is releasing from 135th scale armor. So it'll be interesting to build this and see how it builds up. Because again, Airfix is going to be using some of the similar molds. So fairly good looking kit, all sealed up. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet in terms of color schemes. But again, looks good. Okay, I did mention that I'm trying to avoid complications, but for $20, I saw this one and I couldn't resist. I wanted to get this assault gun, the Nashorn. This is from Dragon. It's one of their premium edition ones, so you know the part count's going to be a little bit higher. There's the box looks like. If we open it up, it comes with the magic tracks, some photo etch, quite a few color schemes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different schemes available. Pretty detailed looking instructions. So again, higher part count, but people say it's a good kit. I've talked to some of the experts in the armor. And they all agree it's a good basic kit from Dragon. There are newer ones, but again, that doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun too. As I said, even a metal barrel, so that's kind of cool. That'll be my first time working with one of those. So as I said, that's the SDKL KFZ164 Nash one. Again, 1/35th scale from our friends at Dragon. And then, last but not least, I was almost done the show, and then I came across this. It looks really bad shape, but this is actually an Airfix Evening Star. It's the 1971 boxing, and it's based on 1964 molding. Airfix did a whole series of locomotive engines and tank cars and accessories in the 00 scale, which is 1/76 scale. Had a nice chat with the vendor about this. Yeah, the box is in horrible shape, but the kit is complete, minus the instructions. See, it's coming apart already. The decals obviously have seen better days, but as I say, the kit is complete. And the molds are still around. Dampole, I believe, actually has them now. And I've actually got one of their engines and a fair bit of flash. This one, initial look, tough to see here in the black, but it looks like in pretty good shape. As I say, just the instructions were missing, and you can actually get the instructions on ScaleMates. So I was very pleased about that. So for $10, I couldn't go wrong, even if the box is, like I said, literally coming apart before our eyes. But this will build up to be a nice looking kit. So yeah, so that's the haul from HeritageCon. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out the Scale Model podcast, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, and be well.